And ultimately, where I land is the why, right? Why is it? It's not just enrollment, right? Part of the enrollment conversation is the reality of the fact that we need buildings that our young people and access to resources that our young people, we should be attracting them to stay in our city. We should be attracting our young people and our families to stay in our city and to choose to stay in Hartford Public Schools. So for me, anything that is not data driven, nothing that there is no, aside from finances that have a lot to do with the state and the lack of really investment in schools, that's a state level, right? We've already begun to see, as a trajectory in our country, a lack of funding and a big divestment in education at the federal level. But you also see that happening at the state, right? Where we are choosing as a state entity, as legislators, our governor, not to spend more on education. We are, even when we think about something as simple as tuition and how much we pay per student, we know that we do not actually get enough for what we need to be able to do and what we are owed. Because it's the difference between need and owed, right? It is owed to us to be able to provide a quality education. And you're being asked to do the same level of work in a country that has gotten more expensive, where things are more expensive, right? With the same level of money you had 10 years ago, we are actively defunding our education system. And so to me, this is all has a lot to do with money. And money cannot be the central reason why we're choosing to go down this path. And to me, anything that rushes through that process, anything that rushes and does not have the data to back it up, it's a no-go, right? Because we have to do this well. It is such a disruption to our communities, right? Our teachers, we often talk about how maintaining our educators. Maintaining our educators comes with the reality that we can't keep switching the system they work under every other year, because that means, do I have stability here? Am I gonna have stability next year? Same thing for our young people. So I think whatever choice we decide to make as a collective, number one, just like we had community input for the superintendent search, we will have to have a robust community conversation, robust intake from our community, whether that be surveys, in-person meetings, listening sessions with the superintendent, listening sessions with the board, attendance at PTAs, attendance at SGCs. That is a robust level of feedback that we need to be able to get at the hardcore of the issue.